Ladies and gentlemen, please rise as able for the national anthem. Please remain standing for our invocation, presented today by Nima Samaya, graduating today with a Bachelor of Science degree in Mechanical Engineering.
Please join me in a posture of prayer, self-reflection, or appreciation. We come together today with gratitude, having met the challenges, attained the knowledge, gained the experience, and achieved our chosen goal to graduate this day from our beloved Texas A&M University. Today is not just about our individual sense of achievement, but also about all that has brought us to this time and place. We give thanks for all the friends, family, professors, and mentors who have surrounded us with love and support and given their entire selves in teaching and showing us what it means to be an Aggie. As these degrees are conferred, let all who are gathered here leave this place resolved to honor all the values we have come to know in the Aggie spirit: excellence, integrity, leadership, loyalty, respect, and selfless service. May we go out today to work alongside our fellow Aggies and citizens to serve our communities, nation, and the world for the greater good of all. Amen.
You may be seated. Please welcome our Master of Ceremony for today's commencement, Dr. Alan Sams, Provost and Executive Vice President.
Howdy. I am honored to welcome you this evening to the May 2025 commencement ceremony here at Texas A&M University. This semester, we acknowledge the accomplishment and commitment of a total of 9,416 of our students at the bachelor's level. Tonight, we are conferring undergraduate degrees for those students who have completed their courses of study in one of our 18 academic colleges and schools. Graduates, this ceremony tonight is about you, our students, and also, of course, those people that have helped you reach this milestone. There are many who have joined you on this journey, and on the stage this evening, we have a number of officials representing the community of scholars here at Texas A&M University. Representing the college administration is Dr. Duncan Hank Walker, Associate Dean of the College of Engineering. Additionally, the Dean is joined by the department heads, faculty, and university administration who have instructed, advised, counseled, and mentored you during your years here at Texas A&M. Will the faculty, department heads, and university administration please stand and be recognized? Faculty are the foundation of our great university, and their voices and participation and shared governance are elevated by the faculty representatives serving in the Faculty Senate. Tonight, we welcome Dr. Angie Hill-Price, Speaker of the Faculty Senate. Also on stage with us tonight is Scott Walker, Class of '90 of the Association of Former Students, who will officially induct you into the association later in the ceremony. Texas A&M University is the flagship of the most comprehensive system of higher education in the United States, the Texas A&M University System. At this time, please turn your attention to the video board for a special message from Robert Albritton, Class of '71, Chairman of the Texas A&M University System Board of Regents, followed by greetings and remarks from Texas A&M University System Chancellor John Sharp, Class of '72.
Howdy, I'm Bob Albritton, Chairman of the Texas A&M University System Board of Regents. I am honored to bring you greetings on behalf of the entire board. Today is a special day as you prepare to walk across this stage and into the next chapter of your lives. Think back on the excitement you felt when you first arrived here, the anticipation of that first day of class. For some of you, I imagine it seems like yesterday. Yet, you also might have had moments when you wondered if this day would ever come. The wins and losses, the successes and the failures, the hard work and sacrifice to reach your goals. Each of you should be very proud of what you've accomplished. We sure are. And I wish you the absolute best of luck. Remember, hard work, show up on time, and tell the truth. And take one moment right now to look to your right, look to your left, and look behind you, because these are your new family. These are the Aggie family. These are the greatest resources in the United States, and we're so proud to make sure that you are now a part of that family. Now, by the authority of the Texas A&M University System Board of Regents, it is my sincere pleasure to authorize the university to confer the academic degree for which you have been recommended, with all the rights, privileges, responsibilities, and obligation pertaining thereto. Congratulations, and gig 'em.
Howdy, I'm John Sharp, class of 72 and Chancellor of the Texas A&M University System. And it's my honor and privilege to congratulate you, the graduates, but also to acknowledge your family and loved ones who have supported you on this great journey. As college graduates of A&M, you are more prepared than most to adapt to change, and change will come many, many times in your life. I have no doubt you're prepared for it, thanks in large part to what you learned during your time at this great university. I urge you to stay in touch with your alma mater as you take your place in society and begin raising your families. So on behalf of the Texas A&M University System's faculty, staff, and administration, congratulations to you, your families, friends, and loved ones who celebrate with you today. Godspeed and gig 'em.
And now, I'm pleased to introduce General Mark A. Welsh III, President of Texas A&M University.
Howdy. And good evening, folks. For the family and friends who are with us tonight, thank you so much for making the effort to be here. It wouldn't be right if you weren't, and we are really glad you joined us. I'd also like to thank you especially for sending us great Aggies, because they are awesome. You did a great job. Congratulations, Ags. You've earned the right to be here. We're all really, really proud of you. In just a couple of minutes, you're going to get a diploma. You're going to walk across the stage behind me and down those steps and into the arms of the Aggie Network. It's a pretty cool place to be. But before we get down to business, I want you to fully appreciate the people who are all around you here in Reed Arena tonight. And let me start with a group that you might not pay much attention to, except that they got you lined up and you had to listen to them as you were coming in, and then they put you in a right row in the right order. There is a team here led by our registrar, Vanessa Heidick. Vanessa, would you stand up for me? Vanessa has been orchestrating, planning, and leading graduation ceremonies at Texas A&M for, 10 years or so. She's got a team of 50 to 60 volunteers who include folks from the registrar's office who've been doing this for 25 to 30 years in some cases, and from all across campus. There's distinguished professors, there's members of the registrar's office, there's staff members from across the university, and they come together every graduation season to set all this up, to make sure that it's finally orchestrated, to make sure that this experience is everything it should be for you, because they're proud of you too. On the way out, if you see somebody in a black T-shirt or a maroon T-shirt or standing behind a camera or a police officer sitting on a bench, say thanks to them, would you? I'd appreciate it. There are 3 other groups here, and I need you to think about why they're here, because each of them has a very different focus tonight. The first group are your parents, your grandparents, your brothers, your sisters, your other family members, in some cases your spouses, your children. And they're here not for the same reason you are. They're here to celebrate you. But while you're sitting here thinking about what's going to happen today, tomorrow, and into the future, they're actually thinking about a whole bunch of yesterdays. Some of them are thinking about the day you were born. They're thinking about bringing you home from the hospital. They're thinking about your first words, your first steps, your first day of school. They're thinking about Little League baseball games and ballet recitals, piano lessons, and teaching you to cook. They're remembering the nerves of your first date and nursing you through that first heartbreak. And they're struggling to balance their pride in what you are today with their apprehension about giving you up to a world they spent so many years protecting you from. All the things that make them love you have already happened. And while your future is really important to them, the past is just so sweet. You learned about honesty, excellence, and integrity around their kitchen table. You learned about leadership and respect from your brothers and sisters and your friends in the backyard and at school. You watched your parents and your grandparents, and you learned about commitment and dedication and loyalty and selfless service. They gave you every tool you need to succeed in life, and I don't think you can ever thank them enough. But I believe this would be a really good day to try. The second group in the audience today is your faculty and the remainder of your staff that's not here supporting you. And they're all focused on today, what this ceremony means, because it's as important to them as it is to you. For the last 4 years or so, they've been teacher, coach, mentor, role model, even friend. They've taught you the professional skills that you'll need to succeed no matter where you go or what you do. And they've showed you that the world demands a standard of performance and rewards men and women who are willing to meet it. They actually do understand the significance of the diploma you're about to receive, and they know the effort it took to earn it. And when you walk across this stage, they'll congratulate you, and then they'll very quietly congratulate each other and immediately turn their focus back to the class of 2026 and then 2027, because that's what they do. That's who they are. That's why I love them. They shape the professional platform on which you will build your future. And I don't think there's enough ways to thank them either. But I'd ask you to do me a favor, and before you leave campus, give it a try. And finally, the most important group in this auditorium is you, the Fightin' Texas Aggie class of 2025. '24? You are very clearly focused on tomorrow, and that's exactly as it should be. Together, you've worked, you've played, you've cried, you've celebrated, and somewhere along the way over the last several years, I suspect your classmates carried you. Your friendships aren't going to end when you get your diploma, and neither will your influence on each other's lives. That's going to continue until the day we call here for you. But before you leave campus, please thank the Aggie brothers and sisters who got you to this point. And there's one other thing I would like you to do today, and it's just a favor to me. Make a commitment to yourself that no matter what path you choose for your life, that you'll run it at full speed. Don't cheat yourself. Don't cheat your family. Don't cheat your community, your city, your state, your nation, or this world. We need you. We need your A game, and all of you have one. So bring it. The rest of your lives, people who are sitting on this floor right now are going to do unbelievable things. Unbelievable things. That's why the rest of us are so excited tonight, because our world is about to get better. The challenges that we couldn't overcome, I know you will. The people we couldn't accept, I know you will. The technology we couldn't master, I've seen you do it. And the peace we couldn't find, you have to. You've already made those of us who love you proud. And now it's time for the much more difficult task of living up to your own expectations. The adventure begins tomorrow. Go make yourself proud. Congratulations to each and every one of you. Thanks for being Aggies. Gig 'em.
Thank you, President Welsh. As we continue with our ceremony, I believe it's fitting that you now hear from one of your own. To express appreciation on your behalf, please welcome your fellow student, Isabel Saking. Isabel is receiving a Bachelor of Science degree in Industrial Engineering.
Howdy. Good evening, esteemed faculty, proud family and friends, and most importantly, my fellow graduates. I am so immensely grateful and proud to be celebrating amongst you all today. I would like to begin with a Texas A&M saying that I'm sure most of you have heard. It goes like this: from the outside looking in, you don't understand it, and from the inside looking out, you can't explain it. Before I even stepped foot on this campus, someone said that to me a couple weeks before my new student conference. At the time, I didn't really understand what they meant by it, but now, 4 years later, I understand that saying all too well. In countless conversations during my time as a student, words have often fallen short of expressing the full extent of the Aggie experience. If I had to try to explain it today, I would simply say, being a student at Texas A&M is the closest thing to real-life magic. But this magic is a deeper kind than the one we read about in stories. It's one that transforms, that shapes who we are, and that connects us in ways we could have never imagined. It's the magic of walking onto campus as individuals and leaving as a family, bound by something bigger than ourselves. It's the magic of late nights on campus, when exhaustion turns into genius and struggle turns into strength. It's the magic of friendships forged in the quiet moments between exams and the unbreakable bond of yelling at Kyle Fields until we can't speak the next day. But most of all, it's the magic of the people here, the Aggie community. We owe it to all the Aggies who came before us, who built a community that is unparalleled by anything, anywhere in the world. They define Aggies as people who are not only trailblazers and visionaries, but also people who are selfless and fiercely loyal. We're people who stand with each other through all the tough moments and weather every storm side by side. And in the end, there's magic in the resilience that leads us to our triumphs. Coming from a family of engineers, it was instilled in me at a young age the importance of seeking out challenges. As I grew up, I was invited to be curious and continuously question the things around me. As Aggie engineers, I'm sure many of you share a similar sentiment. Since being at Texas A&M, we face many challenges that have shaped us into the people we are today. Many of them were academic challenges, from preparing for ETAM all the way to our final capstone projects. However, I would personally say that learning to be an Aggie was the most fulfilling challenge that I faced to date. Looking back on it, I now realize I knew next to nothing about what being an Aggie meant. I was entering A&M from a house divided, my older sister attending that school in Austin. From the moment I was welcomed onto campus, I was introduced into a world of traditions and history that I hadn't expected at all. I didn't know what fish camp or an Aggie ring was, or why we had to go yell at midnight. It all sounded like a foreign language to me. Little did I know that very soon, I too would be swaying along, scream-singing every word to the Aggie war hymn. What I was able to quickly learn was that traditions bring us together in profound ways. They strengthen the sense of camaraderie and magic that truly embody the Aggie spirit. In the ways we remember those who have fallen, to the ways we celebrate each other every day. We'll always be connected by the way we've been able to share this home with each other. And there's nowhere more magical than Aggie Land. I've been able to instantly connect with complete strangers over shared A&M experiences oceans away from College Station. The moment they spot my Aggie gold, we're suddenly sharing a rare and palpable excitement, and an unspoken bond forms. But I've learned that we'll never be strangers, because we're all Aggies. It's the magic of being an Aggie that means all of our lives will always be intertwined. On behalf of the class of 2025, I would like to express our heartfelt gratitude to our professors and faculty who have guided us through each of our academic journeys. The lessons we learned from you all are invaluable, and we hope to exemplify the things you've taught us into our futures. To our friends and classmates, we are so thankful for the time and memories we are able to make together, and to many more to come. And to our families, we would not be here without your unwavering and endless support. We thank you, and we hope to continue to make you proud. My parents immigrated from the Philippines, and they worked tirelessly to build a beautiful life full of love and adventure for us. Mom and Dad, you always tell me I can do anything I put my mind to. Your belief in me is still the most important magic I carry with me to this day. Words will never be able to thank you enough for the sacrifices you made, and I'm so blessed, and I give thanks to God for you every day. Hannah, you are the best sister I could have ever asked for. You are the most impressive and intelligent person I know, and I'm eagerly waiting for you to change the world because I know you will. And my brother Gabe, you are exceedingly smart, inventive, and clever, and I'm excited to see the incredible person you will grow up to be. I especially can't wait for you to choose the better half of our house divided and become an Aggie just like me. My fellow graduates, I hope you know, you're never alone in this world. We'll always be bound by the strength of the Aggie network and the lifelong friendships we forged here. As we venture into the unknown, the magic of Texas A&M does not fade. It lives within us, in the way we face challenges, in the way we serve others, and in the way we carry forward the Aggie values. And this magic is not just ours to keep. It's our legacy to pass down. It's the same legacy that was built by the generations before us and the one we now have the honor of continuing. No matter where we go, the spirit of Aggieland will always be woven into the very fabric of who we are. I know that each and every one of you will continue to make magic as you chart your own paths. We may no longer be current students here, but we will always be Aggies. And that, more than anything, is the most powerful magic of all. Congratulations, class of 2025 and Giga.
Now, the moment you've all been waiting for, the presentation of degrees. It's my privilege to ask all degree candidates to rise as able. President Welsh, based upon the recommendation of the faculty of Texas A&M University, I certify that these candidates have fulfilled all the requirements necessary for receiving a diploma. I am honored to present them to you for the awarding of their respective degrees.
Thank you, Alan. Upon the recommendation of the faculty of the university and by the authority vested in Texas A&M University by the state of Texas and by the Board of Regents of the Texas A&M University system, I hereby confer upon you individually the degree to which you are entitled, with the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. You're official. Would you congratulate him for me?
You can be seated. A few stage directions before we get started. As a courtesy to your fellow graduates and to practice the core value of respect, please no selfies while you're on the stage. And when you exit the stage, please return to your seat and remain in the arena until all the graduates have received their diplomas. I now ask the College of Engineering to join us for the roll call of graduates of your respective departments, and at this time, welcome Dean Hank Walker for the diploma presentations.
Will the recipients of bachelor's degrees from the College of Engineering rise as able and come forward as your name is called?
Department of Aerospace Engineering, Bachelor of Science, Aerospace Engineering, Arshan Karush Aga. Oriabose CJ. Kaiser B. Ali. Omer Almamum. Ryan Christopher Makins Amsden. Lance John Andres. Rodrigo Estorga. Ethan M. Aringer. Raul V. Ayanam Pudi. Christopher Maximilian David Batong. Ryan D. Beckman. Jacob Goodman Bergeron. Raghav Bhatnagar. Tawan Buntabi. Sadie Brooke Benz. Jonathan D. Blyer. Deviana Maria Boone. Jarena Amaret Bradberg. Matthew L. Brown. Colin D. Bryant. Walker John Buckle. Jason W. Burke. Joshua Daniel Cannon. Jonah Carr. Casey N. Carter. Eric I. Chavez. Dalton Child. Andy Robert Christa. Mason A. Coelho. David Hayden Covert. Liliana M. Cruz. Benjamin Michael Davis. Jamleth Paul Dale Lopez. Owen M. Delbing. Michael C. DeMarco. Viraj M. Desai. Alicia Diana Desiderio. Henry Reese Deal. Dustin Lee Dillon. John C. Dunbar. Ayman Assad Elubani. Brandon Austin Elliott. Sophia Taylor English. Braden Christopher Farrell. Francisco A. Fernandez. Jonathan M. Freeman. Mauricio Gago. Fernanda Galvez Orozco. Juan Raúl Garcia Lunar. Diego Alejandro Garcia. Michelle Antoinette Garcia. Nicholas Gauthier. John William Golden. Jorge A. Gomez. Jacob Ruben Gonzalez. Charles R. Gordon. Cade A. Gossett. Luis Fernando Guerra Leal. Vincent Javier Guerrero. Ross Aiden Hall. Elizabeth Marie Hans. Yuta Haratsu. Reese B. Har. Chantry J. Harris. Todd Mitchell Harris Jr. Timothy Robert Hash. Amelie Hidayat. Camden Lee Hill. Jacob B. Hosever. Bo W. Hollubeck. Gunnar Reese Hubert. Oscar W. Humphrey. Nathan C. Hung. Idris Hussein, Zachary Adam Jackson, Mason D. Jelkin, Timothy Chase Jeter, Stephen A. Jones, Noah Paul Kentros, Adam B. Knight, Akshay Kokala, Jonathan Michael Lawler, Sungwoo Lee, Garrick Edward Llewellyn, Carter Matthew Lim, Brandon T. Linares, Ian Magalhães Mora Duarte, Maxim Sergeyevich Mykov, Blaine R. Martin, Isabella Martinez Banda, Josue Martinez, Mark Anthony Martinez, Clint R. Maurer, Savannah Dawn McAlfee, George Kenneth Merciowski, Ethan Corey Milligan, Hirad Mir Hashimi, Omar A. Mamand, Pedro F. Molinar Jr., Luke Wesley Nelson, Ryan Rene Ochoa, Yvette Orrego, Genevieve Marie Pace, Vikram Pranav Paresh, Kian A. Patel, Kishan Deepakbhai Patel, Dane C. Patton, Newton L. Pham, Alexander Luke Pickard, Wyatt Mitchell Potts, Abigail Zarina Rajagopal, Jason K. Rivera, Nicolo Anthony Rizzi, Hunter Wilms Rogers, Colby Paul Rohr, Brian P. Russell, Naren Sankar Sai Kolapan, Raul David Santos, Alexander Hayes Sargent, James M. Sattler, Sanika K. Sawant, Lucas Velasco Shu, Drishti Shah, Ethan J. Sear, Dustin Thomas Sims, Christian Miguel Soto, Oyalua Soamimo, Lucas Rivers Spencer, Garrett Keith Squires, Maria Stapura, Garrett Michael Stevenson, Ardash Prasad Sudanagunta, Gavin Robert Zott, Dennis Jishan Tan, Bao Tien Tran, Hugo Emmanuel Trubeya, Dylan James Tysinger, Krish Vedia, Roberto Manuel Valdovinos, Gabriel Arturo Valencia, Noah Scott Vanos, Krishnan Srinivas Villore, Rachel May Vineyard, Adam C. Wallace, Zachary Harrison Webb, Evelyn C. Went, Bryce Spears Wilson, Cornell R. Wilson, Jenna A. Woodard, Philip Andrew Wooten, Matthew Adam Wright. Department of Biomedical Engineering, Bachelor of Science, Biomedical Engineering, Michelle Jade Abalos Burman, Ines Abramson, Mason Landry Allen, Rithika Angel, Siddhartha Aurora, Aiden Douglas Atkins, Misael Christopher Basilio Espinoza, Talia Aisha Beg, Richard Arthur Balbin, Autumn Rain Balky, Jacob Yannick Rollin Balster, Ilian Murad Basaria, Casey N. Batten, Abi Batia, Rachel Elise Bischoff, Arachisha Biswas, Matthew Lawrence Bovert, Mitchell A. Bonner, Elizabeth Buchko, Fatima M. Caballero, Jenna Grace Carr, Emma Joy Paragas Casalang, Michael Vincent Chance, Jaden Chung, Anav Chopra, Landon R. Daly, Daniela de Hoyos Canales, Jose de la Luz Chaparro, Seema Deeb, David Durasek, Anish Pansidi Ishwan, Mohammed Majdi Ilhalik, Kendall P. Frazee, Amanda Elizabeth Galloway, Mashika Gandhi, Christos Georgiades, Christopher D. Gonzalez, Kyle V. Gounder, Amy Elizabeth Green, Anushri Gupta, Taha Ashmi, Annabelle F. Helen, Eric Christian Herrera, Axel Allen Herman, Shuba Hala, Rachel Infante, Crystal Ichama Iregbu, River A. Jensen, Avery Jane Johnston, Ivan Ethan Juarez, Fozo Hethayo Kanso, Apaiden Karim Mapur, Vanitha Karnati, Anna Khan, Jacob A. Kimbrough, Aubrey Gwen Koch, Vashita Meenakshi Krishnan, Roman Alexander Kolakowski, Noah S. Limbropoulos, Kevin Lee Liu, Connor A. Loftus, Jose Manuel Lopez, David Shu Luo, Olivia R. Lutter, Isaac Allen Luttrell, Ethan M. Ma, Ethan Douglas McClam, Ethan Shunker Mahalingam, Jack Edward Marshall, Zoe Renee Massa, Sarah E. Mata, Saya R. Matilaka, Nicole Catherine McCullough, Samantha Corey Merrill, Reed Benjamin Miles, Adam Kareem Miri, Catalina Renee Moody, Alexandra G. Morton, Abinaya Muruganamdam, Hannah H. Nye, Alan Ty Wynn, Chase Michael Novacek, Ava Rose Okansky, Olua Jomiloju Olutome Ofeme, Rohit Devendra Parker, Henry Joseph Parmenter, Kathleen Annette Parrish, Keisha P. Patel, Rishangi Davakumar Patel, Vendanshi Alpesh Patel, Andrew Ramos Bersado, Ana Sofia Renido, Ranith Reddy, Mohammed Albab Ramat, Madeline Nanette Wright, Adam D. Reyes, Mary Blythe Rockio, Aelita Salikova, Luis Enrique Sanchez Mendez, Jaden S. Schroeder, Cade Thomas Secor, Song Jin Sok, Rahul M. Shankar, Saja Shawakbaka, Ainsley Grace Shields, David T. Sylvie II, Stephanie Ray Smith, Kinu Cord Sarabi, Devin Norris Sturzing, Aaron M. Stout, Lainey Kristen Streetman, Jada Lynn Strilchuk, Nitya Subhash, Alexandra Tabakaru, Hunter Wade Talashe, Noah Marcus Taylor, Sammy Yasser Tope, Luke T. Varghese, Sunup J. Vatakuzio, Lakita Sai Virapali, Sarah Chinhui Voon, Mary Grace Nadia Wabi, Jad Warda, Caitlin Waybright, Claire Elizabeth Weeks, Dane R. Weinig, Julia Kate Whitehorn, Kobe R. Wilkins, Trinity K. Wolf, Emily Grace Wuso, Nadim Yunus, Brandon Bohenzao, Department of Chemical Engineering, Bachelor of Science, Chemical Engineering, June Isabel J. Acedo, Catherine Adriansons, Maya Nicole Alexander, Lara Amuni, Lucas A. Arisa, Estelle Stephanie Archambault, Luis F. Baeza, Matthew C. Ball, Jenna L. Baruki, Nadia I. Boskin, Alan Caro, Braden J. Carter, Carissa Noma Charat, Bailey Elise Chatham, Kyle B. Cheatham, Alexander Richard Schmiel, Daniel E. Cochran, Adam Michael Contreras, Miguel O. Convento, Marvin Alexander Cordova, Matthew James Cupic, Kevin Ian De Hoyos, Drake D. De Leon, Catherine Ann Dodge, Kaylee Olivia Drake, Chandler Ellis, Samia Faruqi, Mariana Sai Mui Fong, Devanik Ghosh, Michelle Gomez, Julian M. Gonzalez Jr., Jorge Luis Gonzalez II, Muzena Gulam, Thomas David Green, Ryan M. Grove, Jennifer Tu Min Ha, Joshua William Hale, Bridget Olivia Hallett, Eric R. Head, Kirsten Rochelle Hudson, Carson E. Jones, Wade C. Jones, Lance Peyton Jersak, K.D. Kalisak, Diane Kim, Catherine Renee Cagle, Janae A. Kovacs, Hallie J. Kubicek, Vincent Anthony Lai, Gabriel A. Landestoy, Evan Christopher Lazaro, Nicholas H. Lee, Zachary James Leon, Ty J. Leonard, Davis Liu, Adis Lujinovic, Allison Page Lutz, Grant T. Mansfield, Hannah E. Marcos, Enrique Salvador Trevino Martin, Brooke D. Mesfin, Jackson Christopher Mills, Connor S. Mockford, Jackson Taylor Morrow, Stephanie Na, Katie B. Wynn, Abdul Aziz Noman, Oliver R. Norris, Luisa Maria Baez, Reese Pardo, Reed H. Parker, Hannah R. Pavlak, Christian James Pedraza, Liliana Beth Peinado, Paxton R. Porter, Andrew Tong Chin, Rohana Rajasekar, Kisha Manohar Ramchandran, Jose Andres Ramos, Jake Ryan Rimmert, Hannah Tricia Ristaro, David T. Sather, Samantha G. Saladregas, Jocelyn T. Satterfield, Christian Mark Skad, Ethan Bryce Dever Sharman, Isabella Rose Schmitz, Brandon Evan Seymour, Preston J. Shropshire, Madeline E. Simpson, Dalton H. Slaughter, Dylan Michael Smith, Aaron Gale Smith, Joel W. Smitherman, Blake J. Snell, Matthew Stevens, Carson Craig Stout, Natalie K. Sun, Isabella D. Thomas, Ryan Cole Thomas, Ian Payne Thorne, Carissa Irma Maria Terwaba, Tristan Vin Tran, Jobel Anthea Nasita Trinidad, Yara C. Van Noort, Amelia L. Vega, Paul Anthony Vetter, Sharon B. Victoria, Cesar Antonio Vidal Jr., Jonas M. Villard, Andrew Michael Byzantine, Cameron R. Wallace, Joshua Allen Welch, Emma Summer Wheeler, Kayla Yee, Cameron S. Zapalak,
Department of Civil and Environmental Engineering, Bachelor of Science, Civil Engineering. Ali Abdolkalek, Evan Adame, Joshua Alvarado, Francisco Alvarez, Lauren E. Arthur, Garrett C. Bagby, Luis Becerra, Analia Bone, Shelby R. Boyd, Leander J. Brandt V, Mary Lynn Breedlove, Megan Ann Breedlove, Nathan Thomas Brock, Glenn W. Bucklier, Kyle Burr, Colin J. Bassell, Ethan Burley, Kaylee Margaret Marie Bryan, William Wooder Cavanis, Cameron Nicole Carey, Oscar Francisco Cariello, Adolfo Castillo, Ivan Chavez, Harry Chen, Dale Choi, Joseph Robert Coolidge, Robert Allen Cortez, Andrew L. Crawford, Cash L. Crawford, Joshua M. Crump, Jake Anthony Cruz, Samantha Hope Curry, James A. Dickerson, Carlos Torres Don, Alex C. Edmondson, William Donovan Edwards, Roberto John Esquivel, Adam Reed Filetta, Julian Floyd Farr, Brendan S. Ferguson, Zachary Scott Ferrigno, John Ryan Flores, London Avery Floyd, Noah Gabriel Friedman. Aaron P. Garcia. Brianna Agnes Garrido. Kaylin Elizabeth Garrick. William Ramos Clark Gurman. Andrew J. Glore. Asa Benjamin Gakey. Benjamin Ray Gonzalez. Alexis C. Grimaldo. Jacob Alexander Gutierrez. Jonathan Ha. Gabriel Francis Hartberg. Luke Havard. Jace A. Henley. Simon D. Hinthorn. Nylea Hernandez. Alex Higginbotham. Brian Anthony Him. Parker Pascal Hoch. MD Nasril Islam. Aaron Michael Jensen. Avery Nicole Johnson. Thomas J. Kaiser. Colin Michael Calcamy. Kyle Edward Casson. Lauren Olivia Kastenschmidt. Michael Andrew Nisley. Jonathan Lai. Raul Lerma Jr. Hayden Randall Livingston. Alexander Charles Madsen. Macy K. Matula. Jack O. McCullough. Jessica Lynn Metzinger. Larissa Lynn Milanowski. Aiden Charles Miller. Joseph Tandy Mills. Benjamin O'Neill Moore. Lauren Grace Moran. Jasmine Navarro. Blake Christopher Nichols. Andrew Richard Norris. Joshua Obregon. Enzo Rafael Oliveros. Gustavo Paredes Jr. Thomas Parlett. Nihal Patel. Ethan Pav. Logan Mark Pierce. Yvonne Andrea Taliornan Perez. Delaney Irene Peterson. Samuel Predichinskas. Will K. Prihoda. Joel Eduardo Puentes. Spencer Ravenscoft. Alfonso Reyna III. Michaela Danielle Ritchie. George Alberto Robles Jr. Colby Rogers. Kevin Aaron Rodriguez. Elias Anthony Roman. Benjamin Antonio Salzar. Joseph Sankey. Madeline Sellards. Matthew Shestock. Andrew Sorrells. Luke Spencer. Sean Spittler. Bryce A. Stahl. Hadley B. Sturdivant. Raviar Suleiman. Claire Louise Tate. Rudy Telius. Jonathan Bien. Philip James Thompson. Vivian Tong. Landry Elizabeth Trueblood. Brock A. Tellis. Abigail Turney. Christian Vega Casais. Juan Vega Casais. James Velasco. Amelia Mary Vasaka. Gavin Varnos. Sabine J. Waldron. Braden Watts. Gavin Clift Weber. Peyton Ann Weinbaum. Jordan C. Winning. Christopher Clarence Whitmore. William Chikiong Wong. Micaiah Todd Wood. Gracie Yancey. Ian Patrick Yates. Joshua Edward Zavazlak. Bachelor of Science, Environmental Engineering. Alexander Bell. Catherine Bergen. Ana Gabriela Coronado. Robert Donald Dingwall. Miriam Eid. Aldrich Lewis Farashik III. Nicole Giovanetti. Allison Hughes. Rachel Hannah Johnson. Kevin Christopher Lynch. Gabriela Marinko. Ian Chang Margolis. Logan Ray Palm. Yumin Park. Bella Parley. Scott M. Smith. Zachary James Thomas. Avery May Walker. Madison K. Zayats. Department of Industrial and Systems Engineering, Bachelor of Science, Industrial Engineering. Grace Yizhao Abbott. Ileana Aguilar. Abdullah Almorba. Musab Al-Thurwi. Ayan Caleb Almani. Truett Jackson Anstey. Emma Arce. Juan Carlos Ardila. Gerardo Avila Espinosa. Megan E. Bagby. Aiden Baldovino. Laken Carl Barker. Timothy Joseph Barrett Jr. Matthew David Bayliss. Claire E. Besaw. Hannah Jane Blood. Nicole Baker. Jack Michael Bordeaux. Atiana Marie Bruce. Colin S. Burton. Fozia Buyan. Juan Pablo Caballero. Axel David Cami Benito. John George Capsmith III. Miguel Cardenas. Julian G. Casanova. Bernardo Chapa Jr. Michelle Chavez. Zachary Stephen Clay. Dylan Cluck. Andrew F. Curlin. Adelaide Ann Dana. Blake B. Davis. Felicia Marie Davis. Joshua Douglas Day. Augustina Marie Day Udebe. Natalie Rose Doubleton. Luis Demetrio Duculas Rios. Catherine May Dunnick. Beatrice Yvonne Eid. Wasim F. Elazmir. Brandon G. Ing. Nathan Fernandez. Kenneth Christopher Fisher. Chandler Edward Flanagan. Eden Elizabeth Fesselman. Jasmine Garcia. Narda A. Garza. Rosalie Gastineau. Jacob Geib. Andrew Gibson. Kara Lynn Gilbert. Joseph Ginebra. Shane Matthew Habe. Eric Hayden Halliday. Ashton P. Haynes. Jana Marie Head. Catherine Evans Hester. Julia Marie Hoke. Tori Jenna Isaacs. Bodie Joseph Jarfus. Hannah A. John. Demetric Johnson. Yasmina Cottage. Siddhartha Kazik. Rayon Khan. Rian Masood Kandikar. Alian Kildar. Manvesh Kosanapoli. Anna Sophia Laranaga. Glory O. Leachman. Gabriel V. Leka. Mohit Leila. Kendi Lee. Samantha Lowe. Ashton Page Lockmiller. Jaime Ruben Lopez Jr. Catherine Haley Liu. Griffin John Mayhem. Ashank Mandal. Rayon Maradia. Katie Ann Marriott. Evan Ryan Martinez. William Joseph Massey. Jack Most. Leonardo Mazon. Emma Shing McCall. John A. McDowell. Jaden E. Mendez. Derek Taylor Montross. James Jason Moody II. James Edward Moorfield. Tanner Moreno. Emma Catherine Mosier. Julian Jose Murillo. Devadath Rajiv Nair. Astrida Nala Peretti. Tri Wynn. Alana Ojeda Elzando. Dayo Orlash Oshebikan. Thomas Kirk Osborne. Shu Chan Oh. Saketva Rao Pasamarty. Raj Patel. Colton John Pepe. Valeria Perez. Cole Thomas Peterson. Neve Pham. Sadiksha Pradhan. Zoe Qualley. Bjorn Zachary Corfort. Michael Ramos. Nahal Ranjbar. Victor Renteria. Luis Felipe Reyes Montoya. Caleb Allen Rhodes. Santiago Rueda. Isabel Leanne Sequin. John Paul Salsada. William Lewis Schmidt. Sharif Shahab. Josephine K. Shaw. Charles Matthias Simpson. Blake Porter Stovall. Marissa Claire Strittmatter. William Allen Taylor. Eric Batee Tai. Nathan Michael Thornberry. Nicholas Peter Alexander Kachuk. Joseph M. Tran. Lucas Tranchen. Nicholas Socalis. Logan G. Turk. Melissa Begum Unal. Carter Joseph Fayon. Clay McKeska Watson. Britton James Wellborn. Zachary Preston Williams. Carlton Lewis Wilson. Skylar Avery Wilson. Silas Wu. Amir Zeltzer. James Zhang. Department of Material Science and Engineering, Bachelor of Science, Material Science and Engineering. Kayla R. Ainsworth. Mason Bro Alexander. Gannon Amendola. Jeongsa Bae. Kaylee Beach. Benjamin W. Boyle. Braden Jack Bradford Jr. McCain Allen Bradford. Kaylee M. Brining. Andrew Burpo. William Tyson Bird. Lauren Nicole Christians. Joshua M. Klein. Vladimir Ivanovich Kuhn. Rebecca C. Crow. Caleb Alexander Krusko. Andrew Paul Davis. Leo M. Driggers. Brian Young. Marini Sue Dwyer. Declan Asher Ellis. Lindsay Ann Ford. Abigail Elizabeth Fossati. Hannah E. George. Elizabeth F. Gleason. Johanna Lee Gunther. Andrew P. Haney. Jenna Hardy. Emma G. Hopkins. Nicholas Robert Jameson. Anthony C. Jeffrey. Joshua Caleb John. Ethan Alexander Joseph. Chase R. Katz. Samuel Carey Kilgore. Parker W. King. Chandler Edward Kovarik. Joseph Michael Liao. Hudson Cooper Lejean. Andre Lilani Yadamito. Jackson Barrett Martin. Christopher Charles Novosad. Josiah Pierce. Daniel Henry Peterson. Mason Gray Pfeiffer. Andrew Yu Fwong. Jenna Lorraine Brazzi. Brody McCollum Small. Kyle Allen Sowa. Mia Joy Sturtzer. Gwyneth Tristan Svozdik. Jackson E. Thompson. Leopoldo Toro Fierga. Emerson Turner. Jackson Darwin Vincent. Camden S. Voss. Anna Rose Woodruff. Ting Yu Yang.
Department of Mechanical Engineering, Bachelor of Science, Mechanical Engineering, Josh Albert Albion. Lauren Rose Abler. Timidayo G. Adebayo. Prince Olurunfemi Adeyemi. Avik S. Ahuja. Eon R. Ali. Clay T. Allison. Brooklyn Page Amaro. Adam J. Andrus. Gabriel Andres Arismendi Sanchez. Aiden Eugene Arnett. Jacques Marcus Arnodin III. Anya Lily Arrington. Hunter Avery Ashen. Garrett Scott Babylon. Maceo V. Baez. Willem James Bannock. Thomas M. Bannister. Mario Barrera Jr. Joshua L. Bartlett. Nathaniel Thomas Barch. Isabel Grace Baumler. Spencer W. Beck. Dante William Ferdy Belcher. Philip C. Birchie. Jonathan S. Bitter. Marshall T. Bodenheimer. Dalton Joseph Beckman. Aaron J. Bowles. Caleb Elton Bomer. William M. Boone. William P. Boucher. Aubrey J. Bourgeois. Alan B. Boynton. Liam Thomas Brennan. Colton Michael Brode. Riley Carson Brooks. Rowan Bryson. Zachary Payton Bucknor Smart. Sang D. Bui. Brendan M. Bush. Maxwell Allen Bird. Tomas Daniel Cabrales. Patrick Stratton Campbell. Lawson Miles Cantor. Mandolin Grace Castleberry. David Alexander Castro. Mark Scott Cecil. Benjamin Scott Chafin. Rishikesh Chakrapani. Giassi Linus Chen. Helena I. Sierri. Jacob Victor Cody. Cameron Charles Coker. Maya J. Coleman. Robert F. Kalunga. Jake Ryan Cooper. Kendall Lane Copeland. Jameson Fitzpatrick Cronin. Alejandro Miguel Cuellar. Brady W. Culberson. Caitlin Marie Cunningham. Jared Carl Daig. Liam Joseph Dasanayaka. Matthew T. Dowgrid. John B. Davis. Alberto de la Cruz. Kyle B. Dessens. Matthew Ryan Dickman. Jenna Riley Droughty. Aaron D. Dyson. Chantel Sophia Echegaray. Jonathan C. Eccles. Daniel A. Edgman. Diego N. Elizondo. Christopher P. Farah. Lawrence Russell Fellers Jr. Mason E. Furtak. Ethan M. Fisk. Caleb M. Fowler. John L. Franks. Mark A. Gallardo. Manav S. Catapodi. Andres E. Garcia. Ethan Baldemar Garcia. Cole David Garrison. Darian Sakuna Galv. Parker D.G. Jacob Michael Geiger. Jason Yi Xiao Zheng. Mina S. Gabriel. Thomas Jervik. Catherine Elizabeth Gola. Roberto Antonio Graham. Mason Allen Grimsley. Jonathan Michael Grunwald. Nathan Paul Ginden. Morgan Elizabeth Gullo. Benjamin Lee Gussler. Kaylin Derek Holcomb. Brenner Guy Hall. Logan Patrick Halleck. Noah Scott Hankinson. William D. Hannes. Andy Jiang Harkrider. Mojtaba Ali Hashemi. Tanner J. Hawkins. Christopher William Hay. Declan Matthew Heinz. Alex Antonio Hernandez. Fernando I. Hernandez Brugo. Paul William Hicks III. Blake W. Higdon. David M. Hill. Emma Faye Hoagland. Danny Lee Huang. Reagan L. Hoffman. Andrew J. Hollister. William Lamont Holloway. Joseph D. Hoyle. Matthew Liang Huang Frazier. Jacob Anthony Hittner. Faris Hatim Elrea Ibrahim. James Anton Imhoff. Misfa Iqbal. Jacob Daniel Isaacson. Cole T. Janke. Robert Kai Hong Jang. Jacob Jedi Jones. Joshua Joseph. Anthony A. Karam. Orion Parkey. Jun Hakim. Isaac David Kelly. Myra P. Kingston. Callaway R. Kobus. John A. Kothan. Jeremy S. Polakowski. Emil J. Kudathanamil. Kennedy Nicole Kordick. Mamta V. Korwani. Joshua Nicholas Crayley. Siddharth Kumar. Juan Fernando Lapon III. Ghazi Amina Noor Lamisha. Colton Joseph Landon. Austin Richard Lawyer. John Tien Lee. Kevin Win Lay. Wesley Hoy Lee. Rachel Hong Lee. Benjamin B. Leger. Perian Lee. Mitchell Stephen Ledisky. Roger Yongfa Lin. Tung-Shan Lin. Edward Alexander Lira. Brian Anthony Marquez Lopez. Victor Braxton Lord. Juan Esteban Luna Duran. Maximilian Aram Looneyfield. Michael Christopher Lutano. Laura Virginia Luzardo. Jose Francisco Madrid. John Paul Maggio. Lucas R. Maldonado Comas. Krishna Halmoltra. Sarisha Mala. Joseph A. Marcos. Emma R. Mariner. Ethan James Marsh. Jacob J. Martin. Azil Nilavan Muthapandian. Mina A. Maurice. John Robert McCullough. Colleen A. McKee. Aiden T. Mager. Luis Armando Mendoza. Garrett K. Mickelson. Caleb Glenn Miller. Benjamin Eli Minter. Tyler John Mitz. Yugam Jigesh Modi. William E. Moeller. Isabella Francesca Mondelli. Yao Chan Moon. Elliot Jeffrey Moore. Luke McLean Moore. Brendan Michael Moran. Michael Havens Morse. Miles F. Molkers. Michelle Alejandra Mundi. Javid Mustafa. Justin David Nizer. Calvin Nguyen. Josephine Rose Olis. Morgani T. Osman. Matthew T. Padavil. Luke D. Pagioli. Jalen J. Palmer. Samuel Calvin Peak. Sean Joseph Pius. Walker Dalton Pierce. Thomas Peter Petonak. Logan J. Porche. Mark Proveda. Trinity N. Powell. Ruben E. Puentes. Joshua David Pugh. Wilson A. Ramsey. Ryan Lee Range. Taylor Ann Reeves. Sebastian Swen Regner. Ethan T. Wright. Tyler W. Reinhardt. Lane T. Remschel. Hudson D. Ritchie. Logan Preston Roberts. William Andrew Roberts. Patrick Elijah Roca. Jason A. Rodriguez. Jonathan S. Roller. Braden J. Rosello. Faith Gabrielle Rouse. Samuel Harrison Rubin. Aiden V. Ruiz. Dakota Jesus Salazar. Nima A. Samia. Caleb M. Samuel. Didier Enriquez Sanchez. Jake C. Sanders. Adit Ralgul Sakani. Tanner Dean Sauer. Casey C. Sauls. Marshall James Shear. Nathan Carl Schutze. Ryan A. Schur. Tristan Hans Schwartz. Alex Morgan Scott. Benjamin Thomas Scott. Hayden Olden C. Blake Gregory Seib. Joshua Brandon Serrano. Arya Chirag Shah. James W. Shea. Luke Martin Sherrill. Mason B. Schuhart. Su Yuan. Ruben Jeffrey Seisler. Manveer Singh. Joseph Donald Smatt. Cody Ray Smith. Liam C. Snyder. Gabriel Andres Solano. Dalton K. Spriggs. Joshua Edward Stanley. Logan J. Stanton. Jenny E. Stevenson. Noah Benjamin Sternberg. Clayton D. Stewart. Emma Jean Stewart. Shai C. Tatum. Daniel Abelto Tavares. Matias Ezequiel Testa. Arjun Baiju Tatakandi. Sadiana R. Musahe. Benjamin Walker Thomas. David Thomas. Caitlin Page Tillis. Matthew Kemp Tomlinson. Jasmine Torres. Gilberto Jesus Treviño. Mauricio Angel Treviño IV. Jason Brent Trujillo Jr. Ryan M. Turner. Ferris E. Turney. Michael Alexander Urshansky. Daniel Parnell Varnu. Nathaniel Ansel Veit. Emir E. Velich. Jaden Nicole Wagner. Jade H. Waldron. Evan Francis Warwick. Garrett Douglas Watson. Joshua C. Wiley. Christopher Thomas Wilkinson. Ethan C. Willett. Michael Stewart Withy. Avery Scott Wichkowski. Kate E. Woodard. Benson Wu. Kyle Wesley Yang. Andrew Xian Yin. Benjamin M. Zacco. Department of Multidisciplinary Engineering, Bachelor of Science, Architectural Engineering, Dylan T. Bell. Seth F. Bender. Emil M. Bandari. Chloe A. Berner Martinez. Grace Ann McCall Britton. Logan S. Carroll. Trista Marie Cisco. Christopher Lane Culpepper. Daniel Andreas Divia Perez. Oliver de Jesus Espinosa Garcia. Adam Frederick Fenn. Braden R. Furr. Jaden Christopher Galvan. Madeline Dorothy Garrett. Alejandra Gonzalez. Ariana N. Gonzalez. Trent Christopher Graham. Jake Wyan Hensey. Elizabeth N. Howard. Kevin Lee Hutton. Bryce William Inman. Catherine M. Kraft. Jeremy A. Lau. Sui Sin Lo. Nicholas Alexander Meyer. Megan B. Miller. Rachel Lynn Mock. Kevin M. Muniz Perez. Gabriel Lawrence Patterson. Ethan Alexander Reed. Jessica Lee Ross. Parker J. Ryan. Samantha Marie Sheeler. Grace Song. Lee F. Stimson III. Corey Alyssa Tier. Jacob Evan Thomas. Kevin Tinoco. Jacob Daniel Cheddar. Aiden R. Wagner. Jesse P. Yohannan. Bachelor of Science, Interdisciplinary Engineering, Dawson Garrett Benner. Erin Grace Walker Kana. Robert David Kluke. Matthew Joseph Coombs. Charles W. Dawson. Tyler A. Deal. Youssef R. El Safdi. Tucker Edward Frank. Ryan Kabir. Jonathan R. Lohr, Samuel Carl Mueller, Marcus A. Navas, Cheney G. Nix, Rachel Elizabeth Sims, Carrie Lynn Smith, Timothy J. Studebaker. Department of Nuclear Engineering. Bachelor of Science, Nuclear Engineering, Menatala Nazar Al-Janabi. Veronica K. Anala. Byron Harris Anson IV. Bayana Elise Brown. Jacob O. Birch. Dylan A. Caldwell. Zachary Thomas Caldwell. Thomas Cardoza III. Anthony Thomas Mattioli Cicchini. Cade D. Coppage. Colton Reese Crane. Victoria Ann Dalton. Mary Chris B. Dumaculagan. Jackson B. Dublin. Ross Jacob English. Joseph R. Fisher. Garrett Marshall Gardner. Abhiram Garimadi. Allison N. Gaylord. Madison L. Golke. Corey L. Graham. Leighton R. Hamlin. Cade Alexander Harper. Danielle Alexandra Harris. Linnea Hernandez. Nathan S. Hickman. Brenton S. Holliday. Gabriel E. Ivory. Nathan Reese Jackson. Julia Jiang. Sean M. Jones. Jacob A. Cordles. Adrian Boyer Langley. Austin Lloyd Leclerc. Cameron M. Lubkin. Jesse A. Martinez. Trey M. Maynard. Olivia K. Overlease. Alexander Gaines Palmer. Ethan E. Paulson. Kevin Gordon Pierce. Madison Elizabeth Reuter. Justin G. Ravel. Nicholas R. Reichabor. Juan Sebastian Rios Peña. Diego E. Ross. Harrison James Sanchez. Dylan T. Scott. Ryan W. Shelton. Elena M. Swenson. Henry Alden Tartar. Gabriel Scott Tootle. Scott M. Trury. William John Walder. Jack Thornton Warman. Brady J. Woods. Garrett Wayne Wyckoff. Leonid Rodriguez, Leonid A. Yadrishensky. I'm so sorry. Okay. Department of Petroleum Engineering. Bachelor of Science, Petroleum Engineering. Mahmoud A. Abdul Jawad. Bayan Abdul Sattar I. Abu Alola. Abdullah Own A. Al-Malak. Sarah Sultan S. Al-Shahiri. Ibtal Khalid A. Al-Harbi. Ola Saeed M. Al-Hulaimi. Mohana Abdullah Al-Jabri. Malak Anas Al-Qudair. Fatima Zuhair A. Alumana. Bandar Trad Al-Toabi. Sarah Yusuf El Arogati. Moayyad Sahil H. Al-Sahi. Fares Mohammed I. Al-Samari. Hesham Mohammed Z. Al-Sharani. Rama Fatih A. Al-Kash. Alberto Christian Alvarez. Ibrahim Mohammed A. Bamadan. Brendan L. Beckendorf. Mohammed Ahmed M. Bin Salim. Connor E. Bloom. Gregory Stephen Carmen. Clarissa Y. Seamer. Kyle Jacob Compton. Scott J. Crumpler. Matthew J. Gassert. Nathan R. Gatos. Jacob N. Gonzalez. Kendall Elizabeth Holman. Michael Glenn Allen Horn. Reed William Huffmeyer. Gabriel Russell Hurley. Sada Khalid Jazar. Jack Doyle Jones. Mustafa Khan. Tanner William Katara. Michael Andrew Lacey Jr. Kane Weldon Landry. Arwa Abdul Samie A. Mahob. Colton McRae Mirek. Kale Garin Mooney. Raven Isabel Moreno. Laney D. Moses. Jamil Khalid J. Mualim. Alan D. Wynn. James Samuel Norwood. Corbin T. Rash. Logan Thomas Robertson. Austin L. Seitz. Jerry Chia. Grace E. Tolley. Aaron Thien Tam Trin. Caden Avery Weldon. Austin Wade Wheeler. Clara G. Whalen. And last but not least, Dylan Ta Wong.
Congratulations, Aggies. As students, you have benefited from a very broad network of support called the Aggie Network. It's made up of students who have come before you, as well as parents and friends and many others who generously support our university. To personally congratulate you and to offer your official induction, please welcome Scott Walker, Class of '90 and Vice President of the Association of Former Students.
Howdy! Never gets old. On behalf of the Association of Former Students and the Worldwide Aggie Network, congratulations to each of you on reaching this remarkable milestone. As you join the ranks of former students, you continue the 146-year tradition of service and support established by generations of Aggies who walked our campus before you. Created by our first former students in 1879 and nurtured by over 604,000 Aggies over the past century and a half, the Association of Former Students today annually provides critical and tangible financial support to our university, which is unmatched and indeed unrivaled by any other alumni organization in the world. And today, we proudly welcome you as members of the premier alumni association in the country, the Association of Former Students. Will our newest former students please rise as able? Yeah, let's go. Aggies, the association you inherit today was founded and exists to promote the interests and welfare of Texas A&M, to perpetuate the ties of camaraderie formed in university days, and to support the student body. It is my distinct privilege to officially induct you into the Association of Former Students of Texas A&M University. Welcome. To signify this important transition, I ask each of our graduates to take a moment and look at your Aggie ring. Our ring reminds us of Texas A&M's core values: excellence, integrity, leadership, loyalty, respect, and selfless service. It also reminds us of the vast Aggie network to which we all belong. Since earning your Aggie ring, your class year has faced you, so that every time you look down at it, you saw that year and were reminded of your next goal, which was to reach this very day and become a graduate of Texas A&M University. So with that goal now accomplished, I ask you to remove your Aggie ring, turn it around so that your class year now points outward, declaring to everyone you meet your allegiance and your achievement as a proud former student of Texas A&M University. Whether or not you have an Aggie ring, you must know that as an Aggie, you are never alone. Joining you on your path are your outstanding Texas A&M education, our shared core values, and that worldwide Aggie network. Hang that diploma with pride, and throughout your journey, wear that Aggie ring with pride, and remember that you are, now and forever, a Texas Aggie. Please be seated. Aggies, former students, future generations will look to you for leadership, service, and inspiration. Many of you have already begun supporting future Aggies through gifts to the association. For that, we say a very heartfelt thank you. I encourage you to continue that spirit of support when you leave this campus. Wherever your life's journey takes you, participate in your local Aggie muster. If there is not a muster in that area, start one. The Association of Former Students will help you do that. Join your local A&M club. Join a constituent network. And when you're ready, give back to support future Aggies, just as other former students did to support each of us when we were students. Be the kind of Aggie who inspires others to follow in your footsteps. And please visit us at the Clayton W. Williams Jr. Alumni Center or online at aggienetwork.com to learn how you can continue to stay engaged and continue to make a difference. Aggies Helping Aggies is one of our oldest and most cherished traditions, and today you become part of that legacy, helping those who will come after you just as others have helped you. Congratulations, and gig 'em.
Thank you, Scott. Aggies, today you take your place among the best graduates and alumni network in the world. And as you step forward, remember that the values and skills that you've honed here will guide you to lead, to innovate, and to inspire others wherever you go. So, as we conclude the ceremony this evening, I invite everyone to rise as able to come together and sing the Spirit of Aggieland. At its conclusion, the stage party will recess. Then, following the Aggie War Hymn, graduates will exit through the south entrance of Reed Arena. Congratulations and gig 'em.
you to connect with your graduate outside of Reed Arena, and we wish you safe travels. We appreciate your support of Texas A&M University.